Good morning, students. This is Murthy Sir. Today, you will learn about an interesting topic sense organs. Students, you know that we are able to perceive this wonderful nature with the help of our sense organs in coordination with brain. Sense organs or specialized organs that help to perceive the world around us. They are an integral part of our lives, and it is the only way that enables us to perceive the environment. The sense organs are also called the receptors. Sense organs are the organs that respond to external stimuli by conveying impulses to the sensory nervous system. Students, you know that we acquire knowledge mainly with the help of eyes and ears. For eyes, the stimulus is light. Eyes are the most vital sense organs as they play an important role in observing and understanding this wonderful nature in coordination with brain. Sensory receptors are primarily classified as chemoreceptors, thermoreceptors, mechanoreceptors, or photoreceptors. Chemoreceptors detect the presence of chemicals. Thermoreceptors detect changes in temperature. Mechanoreceptors detect mechanical forces. Photoreceptors detect light during vision. Sound, the stimulus for hearing, is made up of a series of pressures, usually of air, that can be represented as waves. Sound waves have three characteristics: amplitude, frequency, and purity, each of which is related to a psychological experience. In physiology, a stimulus is a detectable change in the physical or chemical structure of an organism's internal or external environment. When a stimulus is detected by a sensory receptor, it can elicit a reflex via stimulus transduction. Students, in this picture, you can observe the physiological pathway, how a stimulus is detected by a sense organ or sensory receptor, and how the sensory impulses are carried to the brain, and how the brain gives response to the effector organs. Eyes are the most beautiful sense organs which give us joy and understanding of this wonderful nature. This is the internal structure of human eye. Externally, we are able to see only 1/6 portion of the eye. Human vision is called binocular vision. We are able to perceive an object with the help of two eyes. Our human vision range is 400 to 700 nanometers. When we look at an object, always an inverted image falls on the retina due to small size of the pupil and biconvex lens present in our human eyes. The human eye is a roughly spherical organ responsible for perceiving visual stimuli. It is enclosed within the eye sockets in the skull and is anchored down by muscles within the sockets. The important external components of human eye are sclera, conjunctiva, cornea, iris, and pupil. The important internal components of human eye are lens, retina, optic nerve, aqueous humor, and vitreous humor. The sclera is the part of the eye commonly known as the white. It forms the supporting wall of the eyeball and is continuous with the clear cornea. Sclera is the outermost tough protective layer. Conjunctiva is a thin, semi-transparent mucous membrane that covers the inner surface of the eyelid and white part of the eyeball sclera. Usually during rainy season, a viral infection attacks the conjunctiva of human eye. It is called conjunctivitis. The cornea is the transparent part of the eye that covers the front portion of the eye. It covers the pupil, the iris, and anterior chamber. The cornea's main function is to refract or bend light. The color of the iris is due to the brownish black pigment called melanin. In addition to giving the eye its color, the iris acts like the diaphragm of a camera and controls the size of the pupil. One muscle within the iris constricts the pupil in bright light, and another iris muscle dilates the pupil in dim lighting and in the dark. The color of the iris is usually black, but in some people it may be blue, brown, sea green, or grey colored. Together, the iris and pupil control how much light enters the eye. Using the analogy of a camera, the pupil is the aperture of the eye and iris is the diaphragm that controls the size of the aperture. The size of the pupil is controlled by the contraction and relaxation of iris muscles based on the intensity of light. A clear lens located behind the pupil acts like a camera lens by focusing light onto the retina at the back of the eye. The retina is a light-sensitive inner lining at the back of the eye. 10 different layers of cells work together in the retina to detect light and turn it into electrical impulses. The human retina consists of approximately 125 million rods and 7 million cones. They are named so based on their shape. Special cells called cones and rods are located in the retina. These cells are known as photoreceptors and help absorb light. Fovea or yellow spot is the region on the retina where more number of cones are concentrated and it gives complete details of the object. Aqueous humor, the clear watery fluid between the cornea and the front of the vitreous. The aqueous humor nourishes the lens and maintains pressure within the eye. Since the lens and cornea have no blood supply, the aqueous humor performs the blood's job of carrying nutrients to those structures. Vitreous or vitreous humor, the clear jelly that fills the eyeball behind the lens. It helps support the shape of the eye and transmits light to the retina. In addition to fluid chambers, there are lacrimal glands in eyes which secrete tears. The optic nerve is a bundle of nerve fibers that serves as the communication cable between your eyes and your brain.